What's going on, everyone? What is going on? Got a little bit of break. Got home Monday evening. Was up in Wisconsin fishing one lake. Really sucked. Went to a river to pre-fish. Buddy asked me to jump into this tournament. It was a first memorial tournament for one of their anglers up there that had cancer and died of cancer earlier this year. So they decided to put on a memorial tournament on the river, which I had never fished. So Friday I went out to pre-fish and really scope out what areas that I could run in or had to idle in, because everybody said it was extremely low, some of the lowest water levels they've seen. And on the river, stuff can go from 20 feet to a foot really quick, so I had to idle. All I did Friday was idle, just finding stuff and looking at stuff. I'm a river rat, so I fished the Mississippi here, I fished the Merrimack here, I fished crap rivers, so fishing up there is incredible. I found some really good areas, marked those, just pretty much tossing two baits. It was awesome. Friday I had a 455, a 415, 415, and a 402, 404 off like a 40-foot stretch. It was just tiny little cut. I mean, it was tiny little cut. It was just a rock bank, and then it ended with a slight bend, slight point to like a sand mud area. There was a lay down, and then that rock point had a couple of the bigger smallmouth on it, and they were all pretty shallow. Winging the blade. So I started out throwing the wake bait. Up there, they just love this bait. They love these two colors, really. And I've posted it many times. They like my, I don't know if I can get it out of here. They like my Ghost Face Killer, which is my GFK shad. Awesome color. It's just a black with chartreuse on it. I've got it stuck in the plastic. It's been sitting in this bag for a couple weeks because I haven't been tossing as much, but I've been tossing this color, which is my unicorn fart color. As you can see, the skirt's chewed up, bait's tore up. It's caught probably 60 or 70 smallmouth. I need to retie. Got a little nicks on the line from throwing it on rock. So normally when I go up there and fish the smallmouth, fish the other stretches of the river that I've actually been on, they crush the bait. For some reason, practice, they were kind of blowing off the bank and kind of swiping it. I could see the fish hit it. They would come up behind it and just kind of like try and injure it or hit it, knock it out, instead of just fully committing to it. So after I was missing 2 or 3 decent fish, probably in that 3.5 pound range, I had to switch over. I was like, all right, I'm done with that. I need to get some bites. They're obviously aggressive, but they're not as aggressive as they should be on that wake bait. So I switched over to my custom spinner bait that I painted up and made. And this bait, seen it before. This bait right here has taken an absolute crap beating. Between pre-fishing and the tournament, I probably caught 75 smallmouth on it. As you can see, I got to retie again. This line is super chewed up from banging on rocks. Nicks all right here, all the way up to about here. I've had to put a new tie on here because of the flexing to keep it as minimal as possible, because I was pretty much just boat flipping everything. The hook is still really sharp. I mean, the wire gets bent out so many times. They were flexing it, bending it. I mean, this thing was so chewed up between the smallmouth I was catching. I probably caught 13 pike on it. But this is the bait right here that I was destroying them on the tournament, which I took second. And then just pre-fishing for those big smallmouth. I was throwing this with this little Exo Swim trailer. I cut it down. I actually had another trailer on, a little bit more subtle than this, but this is the trailer color I was using. It's got the blue chartreuse to kind of match the blue here and a little bit of chartreuse watermelon on the bottom. For some reason, they absolutely hammered it. I don't know why, but they committed to it. The thing I found was in the areas that I was catching the bigger smallmouth, there was this like pintail, or I don't even know what they call them. It's not shad. The shad haven't moved up yet, but these tiny little minnows. Any kind of running water or discharge water or anything like that, just little areas, had these tiny little minnows, and you throw your bait in and these little minnows would scatter. As soon as that bait hit the water and you cranked it 2 or 3 times, the smallmouth would come up from the deep and smoke that bait. So that spinnerbait was killing it. Probably need to make a couple more up if I go back up there later this fall. Supposedly it's supposed to get better, but these are pretty much the 2 I was using. I only had 2 rods on deck. One of my keepers was a big largemouth, and that actually came on the wake bait. That actually came down from one of the spots that I found holding fish. It was probably 20 feet down from that, and there was an overhang, so I chucked it under the overhang and watched the largemouth come out and destroy the wake bait. Completely hooked it, choked it down, had all the hooks in its mouth and on the side. So between the wake and the spinnerbait, those were the 2 baits that I used. Incredible river, never fished that stretch, had no idea what to do, no idea what to expect. Idling around for 8 hours of just trying to not destroy the boat, bottom out, sand it out, because I knew some stretches guys were talking about that were farther downriver, that were really shallow, like 1.5 feet, and guys were getting stuck and messing with their lower units and props and all that kind of stuff. So those were the baits. Pretty awesome. I didn't expect anything. I had 0 expectations going in the tournament. I fished it solo. I just wanted to go out and have a fun time just because the smallmouth I was catching the 2 days before. So it was fun. Had a good time. Other than that, knocking out a ton of reels. It is getting to be that time. It's a little earlier this year. Usually it starts end of October, but man, I'm getting in a ton of reels right now. I'm also painting a bunch of baits. I've got a ton of jerk baits coming in. I've got 110s coming in. I've got dual 100s coming in. I've got 78 DDs coming in. What other stuff? I got a ton of wake baits coming in. If you guys need baits painted up, message me, email me, whatever. Prices vary on those. Anywhere from like 14 to 16 bucks. Pick whatever color you want. This is the most popular color right now. These 2 right here, incredible colors. Guys are ordering them up, catching a ton of fish, so it's getting to be that time. So smash that thumbs up, guys. Post down below. Appreciate you guys for watching. That is kind of my recap. I've got the Big Bass Bash coming up this weekend, which I am not fishing because it's a last minute thing for me to be able to get down there tomorrow. Tonight I'm going to something pretty special. Maybe I get some video, probably do photos, but it's special, one of my buddies. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow or something like that down at the Bash, down at Lake of the Ozarks, PB2, 10 to 7. I'll be down there slinging bearings, installing bearings and reels, cleaning, bringing in reels, and I've got like a few custom paints because that's all I have in stock right now. So smash it up, guys. Post down below. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.